Hi there, Safia here. In this video, I want to share some thoughts with you about the practice of gratitude and some of the problems or challenges that comes up for us from time to time when we practice gratitude. If we haven't already met, I'm Safia. I'm the Chief Schuster at New Habits, and I help my clients to accomplish their professional goals without compromising themselves, without losing themselves, and without having to part ways with the things and the quality of life and the relationships that's really, really important to them. In the work that I do with my clients, I'm always evangelizing a gratitude practice. And typically, no one really has any resistance to practicing gratitude. The people that I work with have accomplished so much, and they really and truly are grateful for everything that they've achieved and everything that they've amassed and everything that they've created in their lives. So, intellectually, having a gratitude practice is not something that they resist. Over time, though, there are things that do come up from time to time, and typically, they're the same kinds of things, and typically they are things that make my clients feel as though they're out of integrity with themselves when they practice gratitude. Some of the practices, some of the patterns that come up are really just a reflection of the fact that our brains are geared to helping us to survive. It's really not all that interested in whether or not we are meeting our life's ambitions, whether we're thriving, whether we're pursuing our vision for life. Our brain's primary occupation is whether or not we're able to survive. And so, because that is the primary occupation of our brain, it does its level best to reduce things into very either this or that black and white kind of thinking. We're either surviving or we're not surviving. Something's either safe or unsafe. It's either good or bad. It's either useful or not useful. And unfortunately, when we get caught up in that thinking, things can start to feel really tricky and very, very treacherous, and it can start to feel a bit overwhelming. The truth is that nothing or very, very few things in life is ever as binary as this or that, either or, black or white. In life, things are graded and there's so many opportunities for us to experience things across a complex menu of experiences. So maybe the challenges that my clients experience in the gratitude or in the practice of gratitude is something that you experience. I'm going to list them for you, but I want to absolutely assure you that the fact that you practice gratitude doesn't mean that you bypass somehow the experience of being human. And being human means that you have certain feelings, you have certain experiences, you have certain wishes, certain needs, and certain yearnings. And gratitude does not take that away. What gratitude does is it amplifies what is good in your life. It sets you up to receive more goodness in your life. It helps you to process some of the challenges and the problems that you anticipate or experience in your life very, very differently. It helps you to approach things from a place of what has been working rather than from a place of what is going to go wrong, what has been going wrong, and how bad everything can turn out for you. Now, one of the things that comes up is that people feel when they're practicing gratitude that they feel bad about wanting more. And gratitude practice does not mean that you can't want more things. Wanting more things is as normal and as natural and as human as can be. And whether that something more is something small or something big, it is part of the vision that you have for yourself. It's part of your ambition. And practicing gratitude doesn't mean that you can't want more. Practicing gratitude also doesn't mean that all your needs are met. You can have needs that are unmet and you can still be in pursuit of meeting those needs. And you can still be incredibly grateful for every single thing you have. So I really, these are two that comes up quite frequently when people are practicing gratitude. They feel as though they are out of integrity when they express the need for pursuing more. Another thing that is so important about the practice of gratitude is it doesn't mean that you don't have worries. Things can still be incredibly challenging in your life. When you are practicing gratitude, though, you approach those challenges with different tools, different mindset, a different lens to it. You practice it not, you approach your problems, your worries, not from a place of defeat. You approach your worries from a place of what you are able to accomplish because of what you already have accomplished, what you've already been blessed with. Another thing that people often feel when they are practicing gratitude, they feel as though they can't own up to feelings that are not great feelings, that are bad or maybe dark feelings. The truth is, having the entire range of feelings is what makes you human. You cannot necessarily succumb to, you don't want to succumb to those feelings, but you're going to feel those feelings. Every feeling you have is information for you about something that is important for you that might be in in violation or being violated by someone or something that you're doing. So all those feelings, you are still entitled to them. You still should be experiencing them. And there's no need to suppress those feelings when you are experiencing or when you're practicing gratitude. Accompanying this thing about not experiencing worries is this idea that when you are uh, practicing gratitude, that you should be positive all the time. You know, unless you are a unicorn or you are a fairy with sprinkle dust farts, chances of you being positive all the time is just not, it's very, very slim. Things happen. We have feelings. We are human, and we have these experiences. And another thing that comes up very often for people when I work with them is that this idea is that the moment that they are not grateful for something, the moment they are complaining about something, the moment they are objecting to something in their lives, it means that they are now being ungrateful. It is so, so important that we remember that we can be thinking, we can be feeling, and we can be experiencing multiple things at the same time. Things don't have to be either this or that. It can be and. And is such a small word, but it opens up so many possibilities for us. It means that we can be fully present to ourselves, to what we are experiencing, and we can be feeling blessed by what we have. And in the ability to open ourselves up to feeling blessed for all that we have, we start to take advantage of our gratitude practice at a new level. Because even when things are going wrong, we can make space for that. We can make space for the feelings associated with that. We can make space for the experience of not being in a great space without pushing or rejecting that experience. And because we're able to welcome and make space for that, we can learn to have great gratitude for it in the long run because we end up learning something from that experience. Now, I really and truly wanted to encourage you to allow yourself to have a gratitude practice without it interfering with you being fully you and without it being the reason why you suppress certain of your life experiences. It's not intended to do that. It is intended to make you more empowered and more emboldened to approach your life's challenges. So, those are my thoughts on the challenging feelings that come up with a gratitude practice. And I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. What are the challenges that come up for you when you are in a gratitude practice? What are the challenges that, you know, makes you feel as if you're being a bit icky in your gratitude experience? I'd love to hear from you. Bye for now.